Hello and welcome back to the College Esports Recap Report. I'm your host Kbot and I'll be taking you through all of the Week 4 Collegiate Rocket League action. If Week 2 was the week of overtimes, then Week 4 is the week of both overtimes and upsets, as CRL Titans clashed across the board. We'll kick it off by looking at two strong Eastern Conference teams, the matchup between Northwood White and Indian River State College. Northwood White entered this series undefeated, but they left with their record tarnished. In an incredibly exciting series going to a Game 4, IRSC took the win after a tight 2-minute overtime, strengthening their reputation as a team coming back for revenge after their third-place finish at Nationals last season. But this wasn't the only exciting match for Northwood White this week, as they also went up against the undefeated Fisher College Falcons. Take a look at some of the statistics leading into this match. Northwood White was ranked second in shots per game and second in goals per game overall. Nitros himself tops the charts in shots per game individually at 4.2 per game. In comparison, Fisher ranks 4th in shots per game and 5th in goals per game. Considering how well matched these two teams are, it's important to take a look at a little bit of a head-to-head comparison as well. Fisher's team, of course, is made up of RLCS level players, with their entire roster all existing on top 16 North American teams. Northwood White's roster, on the other hand, has focused primarily on their CRL presence, but all of their players have had some level of RLCS experience. Last season, this matchup ended with Northwood White breaking Fisher College's undefeated record. But the question in everyone's minds leading into this match was, could they do it again? Well, do it again they did. Northwood White brought it to a Game 5 in a reverse sweep attempt, taking the win after a strenuous 5-minute and 31-second overtime. Moving on over to the West, we had an interesting matchup between Boise State and UNLV. Last season, we saw a pretty strong finish from Boise State, who made an appearance in top 4 of Western Conference playoffs, barely missing out on championship weekend. UNLV also had an incredibly strong season last fall, going undefeated through the entirety of league play, but ultimately that fell just a hair short, tying for 5th place in Western Conference playoffs. However, both teams have had a tough start to the season so far, with Boise State taking some surprising losses early this spring. And of course, UNLV is going through their own set of challenges right now, coming off of a major roster change after Tuv's departure. After rough losses in games 1 and 2, UNLV regained some of their offensive strength, taking the third game after a 6-minute overtime. But Boise State halted the Rebels' momentum there and worked out their kinks in Game 4, taking the program's first win against UNLV in CRL history. What another crazy week for CRL matches, huh? Make sure you tune in for the 5th and final week of CRL League play this coming week as we figure out who is going to end up clinching a spot in top 8 for conference playoffs. CRL will be live again on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the College Carball channel and again on Thursday on the official Rocket League channel. Let us know who you're rooting for to make playoffs down below. Thanks for watching this episode of the College Esports Recap Report. Be sure to follow us to stay up to date on all things College Esports.